What's going on, everyone? Talen here, and welcome to another Marvel Future Fight video. Alright, so in today's video, we're actually going to be taking a brief look at Rogue here, and the reason for that is because I think I'm going to be stripping, well actually I am going to be stripping her CTP off of her. So she has a CTP of Rage on her. I've had this on her for quite a while. I really do like Rogue, but right now we have a 50% discount on unequipping CTPs. I've already unequipped just two CTPs, but I plan on unequipping hers, and I also plan on unequipping Iceman's as well, so I'll have those to kind of play around with. As of right now, I have just unequipped two CTPs of of energy, because I didn't have any energies left over, so I took them off of Scarlet Spider because I wasn't really using him much, so I didn't really think I needed to keep an energy on him. I just switched him over to a standard damage proc. And then the other CTP of energy came off of Slapstick. I actually had a CTP of energy on Slapstick since he came out, and I don't think I've literally used the character once since putting that CTP of energy on him. So it was kind of just wasting away there. So I figured I'd take those off and give them to some characters that I will probably use a little bit more. I still haven't decided on what those characters are going to be, but I have two CTPs of energy now for the future. And yeah, so I'm going to be taking this off of Rogue, and I'm debating on if I should give her a CTP of Greed after I take this off of her, so then she'll still retain some of her damage, because she's similar to Captain Marvel, where she amplifies kind of all of her buff effects, so CTPs of Rage is really good on her, but she just doesn't have enough all defense down to really like do super well in like high stages of World Boss Ultimate. She can only stack up to minus 71% with a debuff lead, so just not quite enough. So that's why I'm going to be taking this Rage off of her, and I'm pretty sure this Rage is actually going to be going over to Null once I finally build up Null, because right now, of course, CCF is kind of a bottleneck for me. I do not have enough CCF to finish off Null, so eventually when I get Null there, I'm pretty sure this is going to be his CTP of Rage, unless someone else comes out before I finish Null up that I really want to give this Rage to. But yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing today. I just wanted to kind of show off Rogue a little bit before taking this off of her, just to show you what Rogue could do when she had this CTP of Rage on, and then you can say, hey, you're stupid for taking that off of her, or hey, you probably should have taken that off of her a while ago, because as of right now, the only place I'm using Rogue is Squad Battle, and I just went through her stage with Deadpool, and Deadpool is actually doing it just as well as Rogue. So I was like, you know what? I really don't need to keep this Rage on her just for Squad Battle, since Deadpool is pretty much putting up a very similar score. I think the difference was only, was it 150, 200,000 or something like that, which isn't really enough to make a difference in my placement, because I'm just trying to not get demoted. It's not like I'm going for like top 3 or top 10 or anything like that, so that extra 200k isn't really going to change my placement or rewards. So yeah, that's my thinking for that. And also, as I was mentioning, Iceman is also going to be having his removed. I've already done enough videos on Iceman here, and I really just, I don't know, I just don't feel like making another video, so I'm just going to be taking this off of him. And actually, I'm debating on if I'm going to give this to Beta Ray Bill. So let's just take this off, because while I'm here. But yeah, let me know who you'd want to see that judgment on. I'm thinking that I kind of want to give it to Beta Ray Bill here, because I still just have a regular 140 proc on him, because I was still deciding on what to do with Beta Ray Bill. I was originally thinking that I was going to give him a CTP of energy, but now I'm kind of thinking maybe I'll give him that CTP of judgment, because even with this 140 proc, he's able to clear Null, so he has some pretty impressive damage. And a judgment would be nice on him, because then I don't have to worry about timing his damage proc, even though it's not super difficult to time his proc. It is a little annoying because you do have to skill cancel pretty efficiently. But besides that, maybe give it to Professor X here. But I already have a CTP of energy on him, so I'd have to unequip that. So I don't think that's really going to be the play. So yeah, I'm not really sure who else I'd give it to. I've already got a judgment on Thor, so Thor's out of the question here. The other one would be Dormammu, but Dormammu I already have a Rage on. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll just save it. And I think I did. Yeah, and I put a judgment already on Luna here, because I got lucky. I did one one CTP summon for the CTP chest, and I happened to get a judgment, so that was really cool. I was only going to do 1 or 2 pulls on that. I just do that every once in a while when they have the alt CTP rate up, just to see if I happen to get something. I usually give it 1 or 2 tries just to see if I get lucky, but I don't want to go past that because I'm trying to conserve the crystals. So yeah, I got lucky with that one. I'm also debating if I should take my rage off Captain Marvel. I just don't use her much anymore. I mainly just use her as a leadership right now against Null. So if I take this off of her, I could give her a CTP of Insight, and then she could be a lead with the support Insight. But I don't know. I will have to test out her damage so a little later today, because as the time of recording this video, today is the last day to unequip. So I'm going to try out Captain Marvel. If she performs well or better than I remember her performing, because she seems like she's fallen off a bit, then I'll keep that on her. But if not, then I'll probably strip that, and then I'll have 2 CTPs of Rage to kind of throw around a little bit. But today is going to be looking at Rogue. I was just kind of giving you guys, I guess, an update of what I've been doing recently here on my account. Yeah, she's sitting at Heroic for that. She's got the Rage on. I gave her that Rage basically as soon as this uniform came out, so it's been on her for quite a while. She's got Overdrive at stage 6. All of her skills are leveled up. She does have some Urus on her. She even has 2 Odin's Blessings. I forgot I put those on her. I did max out all of her skills there to 25. I think that was just because I've been needing to do something with my Phoenix feathers, so I've just been going through characters. Once I have all of the characters at level 70 that are mutants, I've just been going through gears after that, because I think I only have 2 mutants that are not level 70, and they're just ones I'm not really interested in playing, so that's why they're still sitting at level 60. But anyway, that's kind of a long intro here to say that we're going to do some Rogue gameplay. So let's go ahead and jump into what are we going to do first? Let's do squad battle. So let's hop into squad battle and just show off Rogue a little bit there. All right, here we are at squad battle. We have the mutant superhero speed category, and like I said, Deadpool's now going to be my main clear for this one, but it used to always be Rogue. One of the reasons I liked using Rogue is because I could just put it on auto and she can clear it for me and get to 1,000,000. Usually on auto. Sometimes if I get unlucky and Surtur hits me a lot, then it's like 850. But anyway, we're just going to be using this team here. We have Kitty for lead, and then Nightcrawler is just there for the team up, because it has a physical attack and attack speed team up, I believe. But anyway, we're just going to go ahead and skip ahead to round 3 when we're fighting Surtur, because all of this is just basically really repetitive. So I'll see you when we get up to Surtur. Alright, so here we are. We made it up to Surtur, and this is usually what I do for squad battle. I just let it autoplay for round 1 and round 2, and then I usually take over manual when I fight Surtur here. Sometimes I forget and I just don't look at my phone in time, and then I look over and it's already done. If it's a high enough score, I usually just leave it. If it didn't get me all the rewards, then I'll have to replay it. But anyway, let's bring Rogue over here and start doing some damage here and see what kind of score we can put up today. Alright, so yeah, with Rage here, Rogue actually does pretty good for this fight. She does tons of damage. Of course, nothing compared to some of the other character scores or what you can do for like the no restriction ones, because there's definitely some characters that are scoring in the multiples and multiples of millions, whereas Rogue is just basically hitting the 1,000,000 mark for me. But again, I don't have the best cards or the best build here. It's not like I have rocking full Odin's Blessings or anything like that, so there's a lot of room for improvement if I really was trying to maximize my score here for squad battle. But like I said, I'm basically just trying to stay in Vibranium, and that's all I really care about. So as long as I don't get demoted, I don't really care what my score actually is, because I'm not really threatening the top 3 to get those extra rewards. So it's not really worth it for me to build characters specifically for squad battle. The only reason I would want to build anyone specifically for squad battle is if I'm not hitting the 800,000 mark to get all of the rewards. But as long as I'm hitting, you stunned me. I really hate that stun attack by Surtur there, because he hits my characters in iframe with that. Not all of them, so I don't know if it's just happens to be where the iframe actually started at or what, but yeah, he knocks me out of iframe so often with that stomp and just stuns me, and it's very, very frustrating. But anyway, Let's just, oh, we need to get into the iframe to dodge that attack. Perfect. We did get hit by that one. Didn't seem to register too much there. And of course, as you can see, it's not like I'm really trying super hard to avoid his attacks. I'm basically just making sure that I'm doing damage the entire fight. If there is an attack I can dodge, then I will try to move out of the way. But if not, ow, then I just get stunned like that, basically. And that took out quite a bit of my score. So we actually only got 1 million there. Usually with Rogue, I get like 1.1 or 1.2 million. So this is fine. And it looked like Deadpool was scoring about 1 million usually. And so he wasn't quite getting to that 1.1 or 1.2. But yeah, I just realized that we had the change over today. So we just refreshed the squad battle, so that was my first clear. So I got my daily rewards, so we're good to go. Now let's go ahead and take Rogue into some World Boss Ultimate and see what she can do over there. Alright, so here we are over at Proxima Midnight, because Rogue is a physical damage dealer. We've got Doc Voodoo here for the debuff lead, and then we can use Dazzler because Rogue is a mutant. So let's go ahead and hop in here. We're just using some regular damage strikers. We're not using any mind control or any all defense down because Rogue already has all defense down, so we don't want that on any of our strikers. So let's see what kind of damage we can do here. We are on stage 71, which isn't a low stage. So this is actually still quite an impressive clear for Rogue, and I still think Rogue is a really strong character. It's just I need a CTP of Rage, and I don't know, she's just a character that seems to be the most sense to take it off of out of the characters that I'm debating it between, because we have Rogue, we have Captain Marvel, and we have Namor that I'm thinking of removing Rages from. For Captain Marvel and Namor, they are tier 3s, so they have a little more value than Rogue, because Rogue doesn't have an awakening and doesn't have a tier 3. If she had either of those, then I probably would keep this Rage on her. So watch me take this off today, and then they're going to announce next update, Rogue tier 3, and I'll be like, oh great. Now I regret taking this off of her. Mainly because I want to give this CTP of Rage to Null. Because I'm in the process of building Null right now, and it looks like he's probably going to need, well, not need a CTP of Rage, but it will help him quite a bit. Because I think you can use a standard damage proc on him, but just Rage looks like it'll take all of the headache and guesswork out of it, because he's got really long cooldown on his skills, and then he has a lot of skills that you kind of want to get the AoE from, or actually let it play out a little more than just like instant canceling it. So a few things that make me think that he's going to be a lot better with Rage than a regular damage proc, but I do think you can get away with a damage proc with him. You're just going to have to be really good with your skill canceling and kind of timing your skill rotation. But anyway, let's keep going here. I think we're doing pretty good. As you can see, her damage is really nice. So she's able to, you know, clear stages in the 70s here for Proxima. She doesn't really do any other world. Well, actually, no, she does Corvus actually quite well, because she is a speed type, so she works well for Corvus. Speed, physical damage is what you want there for Corvus. And I'm doing the wrong skill rotation, so if we can get back on track here for our skill rotation, because I could tell she was taking a lot of damage there, so that means I was messing things up a little bit. Alright, so here we go. 2, 5, 2, 4, and then 3. And she canceled me. Now we'll do this again. 5, 2, 4. Let that go, and 3 and 5 should be up. There we go. So now I think we're hitting the rotation correctly here. That's going to be the best way to keep her alive. It's not necessarily going to be the best way to get damage. Oh, we died. Well, anyway, as you can see, Rogue was going to clear that with plenty of time there. I just didn't register that those were the purple circles. For some reason, I thought she was just doing the red circles with the spears coming down. But yeah, that's Rogue for you. Again, a really strong character, so I am sad to take this off of her, but like I said, I want that Rage for Null, because Null's looking pretty insane, and if I ever get Null built, I just need to get lucky with some more CCF drops, or some bigger CCF drops, because I am playing Null right now for my CCF, but yeah, he's getting close. What is he at? 5 stars right now? Yeah, we got him at 5 stars, so I just need those 2 rank 6 cosmic cube fragments, which is taking a little while to get. But anyway, that's going to be it for today's video here. Just a nice little casual look at Rogue before I took off her CTP of Rage. I don't know, I just felt like doing a video on her before I took this off. So now we're going to be taking off. So say bye to your CTP of Rage, Rogue. Sorry to take this from you, but like I said, I have someone else that could use it. Now the question is, what do I want to give her? I'm thinking of just giving her a CTP of Greed because she should do okay with that, and I have 3 of them. I'm not sure who else I was going to give these CTPs of Greed to. So you know what? Let's give this Greed to Rogue, and let's hop back in to World Boss Ultimate and see what kind of damage reduction we got here. Let's go back to stage 71 and hop right in, because I'm kind of curious how much damage she's going to do with a CTP of Greed versus a CTP of Rage. Little extra content here. This wasn't really what I was planning on doing the video about. It was just basically going to show off Rogue with the CTP of Rage, but now we can see what kind of damage we do with a why do I keep doing that? Well, anyway, that's the rotation to try to get more damage, but let's see what we got here. So now we're going to be, yeah, that damage has fallen off for quite a bit. Yep, CTP of Greed is not comparing at all to CTP of Rage, but then again, didn't really expect it to, but I mean, at least we're doing some damage. It's something. And Rogue definitely didn't need the CTP of Greed. I just felt like putting it on her, just because I really like Rogue, so I felt like giving her some love, so give her that CTP of Greed so that she still has a CTP at the end of the day. But yeah, she's definitely not going to be able to clear this, eh? Yeah, not even close. She's still just barely getting to the 13th par right now. So no chance of clearing this, but at least her damage is still hitting here. It's not like I'm doing no damage at all, so that's a good sign. Yeah, I mean, there is still some burst damage here, so she could probably still do pretty well with the CTP of Greed on here. Alright, well anyway, this is actually going to be the end of the video, so thank you guys for watching, and for those of you that have stayed here till the end of the video, I guess I will give you guys a quick update on what's been going on and why I haven't really been posting too much. So I was putting at the end here just because I didn't really want to have it at the beginning, so you know, that kind of sets the tone for the video. I don't really want to have any kind of sour mood or tone or anything like that to start the video. But yeah, for those of you that have watched to the end here, a little bit of an update is you probably know that I've had or been going through some health problems for quite a while now. I mean, what is it? It's been how long has it been? It's been about 6 years now. Yeah, 6 years that I've been going through some pretty difficult health problems. They're genetic problems, so it's not really anything that I can do about it. There's not really anything that medicine can do about it, which is very annoying. But anyway, my genetic issue that's really been plaguing me as of late, there's multiple problems, but the last couple months, it's really been starting to get bad, is I've been having some pretty bad respiratory problems. So that's one of the reasons why I haven't really been posting too much lately. My upper respiratory area has been super inflamed, and it's just been very difficult to get any of it under control. I'm not really responding well to medication, so that's what's been kind of pressing me lately, and just kind of like talking loud or anything like that. So if I irritate like my throat at all just from talking, it actually flares up my kind of respiratory area. It just like it causes my throat to swell up, and then it just makes it kind of hard to breathe. So that's why I just haven't been wanting to talk too much lately, just because it's been irritating everything. So hopefully it'll get more under control. And I'll be able to post videos a little bit more regularly again, even though I wasn't really super regular with my videos to start off with. But anyway, that's why maybe I sound like a little more unenthusiastic or kind of melancholy in some of these videos, because I'm trying not to raise my voice as much as I used to. And just being kind of energetic when you talk also takes a lot of kind of strain on your vocal cords. So yeah, that might be why maybe I've seen a little more monotone as of late. And again, I do apologize for that, but yeah, I'm just trying to make do with what I can right now. So anyway, that was just a quick update. Because just a few people have asked, so I thought I'd kind of put this at the end of the video here, just for those that want to, watch through the end here or kind of have an idea of what's going on. If you want a little more information, or you're curious about kind of what kind of health problems are actually going on with me, feel free to ask, maybe in like the Twitch chat or something like that. I do stream on Twitch every once in a while. If you have the notifications on, you can see when I stream, and then you can ask me a few questions there. I'll be happy to answer. So I don't really like putting it too much in my videos on the channel here, just because the way I see it, these videos, I don't plan on ever deleting them, so they're just going to be up here. So if anyone in the future, comes to see, for example, like this video, if anyone comes to see like a Rogue video, this is just an example. If I talk about it on a different video, then it'll be there. So they'll just load up this video, and then they'll just hear me talk about, oh, I've had this and this going on, and then they'll be like, oh, I didn't really want to hear that. It's kind of depressing. I just wanted to see a video about Rogue. So that's kind of why I don't like to put them in my videos in general, just because it's always going to be there, and I don't want to kind of sour anyone's mood to kind of hear about depressing things or anything like that. So yeah, that's just my mindset. But if you guys like having these little updates at the very end of the videos, just let me know, and I'll kind of give you kind of little snippets or small updates at the end of videos as something comes up or progresses or anything like that, just to keep you guys updated. But if not, feel free to join me in Twitch. Again, my Twitch is mainly just for kind of console games, PC games. I don't really stream any of my mobile games on there, so you're not gonna see Marvel Future Fight, for example. But anyway, that was a long outro there, just kind of explaining those few things. But anyway, hopefully you guys still enjoyed the video, and I will catch you in the next one.